Howdy, I am QuickDraw McGraw, the world's fastest gun, and don't you forget it.
And I am Babalooey, his sidekicks. QuickDraw could be nothing without me.
What'd you say?
I say, you're the greatest.
And they're all based, all the kid voices, the little voices are all based on the same thing. I mean,
Elroy Jetson is like that. He's like Babalooey, but he's not Mexican, you know.
And then you take Auggie Doggie, has a little tremolo in his voice.
Oh, my dear old father of the year, I want you to be my pal as well as my dad.
You know, so that's his little gimmick, but it's the same basic voice. And then
Blabbermouse, who's Super Snooper's assistant, is juicier, you know, so he's a juicy voice.
And that's the way it goes, right down the pike. And some voices are more laconic, like Super Snooper was, Super Snooper, the world's greatest detective, and winner of this year's Modesty Award. My name is Mr. Jinx, you know, and I like to clobber those meese. And I got a broom, and that's what I do, I clobber them. And it did not come easily. I went to the university and matriculated and learned how to be a first-rate meese clobberer. But I don't really hurt them too much, you know. I just kind of scared the wits out of them. Because I hate Mises to pieces. In a nice way, you know. Wally Gator, the silly alligator that loved the ever-loving Everglades. He just had the ball trying to get out and fool around, you know. So be silly, and you get a silly feeling when you do it. And it's roughly based on an Edwin type thing, but Edwin was very high, and this has more of a bass in it, you know, a chest tone. And so you have a subtone, actually, like a clarinet or whatever. So you're mixing all these things. Captain Crunch, which wasn't for Hanna-Barbera, but I've done that for about, I don't know, 15 years or more, and I'm still doing them. It was an interesting thing because I'm always talking about articulation and whatever, and yet with that, I had to minimize all of the action, which comes with the lips and the resonating chambers and the upper chest. So when Captain Crunch talks, it's like this, and there's a lot of elisions. The word just sort of disappears, you know? Like, well, that's the way I am. I could say more, but I'm not supposed to, and they're glaring at me. Don't glare at me. I'm very fragile. I am fragile, you know? Another character that I like, too, is Hokey Wolf, fast talker, you know, operator. Hokey Wolf, I'll take it myself if you don't mind. I mean, if you want to do it, do it. But I'd rather you didn't, because that's the contract we made before the show, and I slipped you a few dollars, and you said you wouldn't. You guaranteed it. We signed the paper. I can take you to court. I can sue you. I can ruin you. But just do what you're supposed to do. You'll be a sweetheart. Ooh, you're a cutie. And Snagglepuss. There's a lot of diaphragm in it. I mean, you got to stretch things out. You got to talk in short phrases and sort of milk it, you know what I mean, to make it work.
Snagglepuss was a mountain lion who had that Bert Lahr delivery, you know, and he'd say, exit, stage right, or exit, stage left, or does it make you nervous to look over your shoulder, or make your shoulder to look over your nervous even, you know?
Elroy is fun because he's a perennial 9 years old.
Well, let me tell you, I can tell it better than you can.
Well, don't be smart now. One of your best attributes, Elroy, is that you're not a smart aleck kid. You're a sweet little guy. You're a real guy, you know what I mean. But I mean, you don't give me that kind of an attitude. I don't like that in you.
You know, I don't like it in you. You know, when you come on so strong, just because, you know, you're an older guy and you think you know it all, and maybe you think you do. You don't. But you know.
Well, wait a minute, Elroy. Come on now. Let's just get that little sweetness that we have on the Jetsons.
Well, I think the thing he really likes is, you know, he's a kind of old guy now. And I'm only 9 years old, and I'm always going to be 9 years old, and nobody ever tells me what puberty means. And I'll probably never know, but that's the way life goes, you know. But I'm just a kid, and to feel that you're a kid when you're, you know, like as old as he is, whoa, that's all. Hi, folks.